What's up, y'all? Despite my love of all things macabre, I'm a scared little baby when it comes to horror movies. So I am giving you my top 5 scary movies that won't give you nightmares, if you're a little weenie, like me. I'm ordering these by the number of nightmares it's given me. So let's get into it. Number 5, Donnie Darko, 0 nightmares. I know what you're going to say. Rachel, Donnie Darko isn't a horror film. You're wrong. Giant rabbits will always be scary. I don't care how tough you are. Donnie Darko is the story of Donnie and his perpetual high school angst. It's very relatable. When he starts to see Frank, who is a 6-foot demon bunny, all hell breaks loose. He indulges all of his impulses and Donnie does some terrible stuff. It probably should have given me nightmares, but I'm a brave bunny just like Frank. Number 4, The Guest, 0 nightmares. Boy, oh boy, is this movie dope. The Guest is the story of the Peterson family who welcome a stranger into their house, which, hey guys, don't do that. A strapping young man introduces himself as a friend of their sons from the army. He is handsome and he is charming and he's lovely, but he's also a little bit spooky. They can't put their fingers on it. I don't want to victim blame here, but come on, people. If you're inviting overnight guests, you've gotta check credentials. A string of deaths start to occur around the community and unsurprisingly become linked back to this handsome stranger. It gave me 0 nightmares, but it did give me a huge distrust of handsome strangers, which I guess is not really the worst thing in the world, stranger danger, right? Number 3, Shaun of the Dead, 1 incredibly vivid nightmare. I understand that Shaun of the Dead is a comedy and it's very funny, but I'm afraid of zombies and I'm making this list. So I'm gonna tell you that this is a scary movie because zombies are categorically terrifying, okay? Shaun of the Dead is about a simple dude named Shaun. His girlfriend hates him and his entire town is overrun by the undead. Ugh, Mondays. The cinematic relationship between Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, and Nick Frost is a gift to us all, and Shaun of the Dead is a hilarious example of that. Shaun of the Dead gave me 1 extremely vivid nightmare, but Simon Pegg was in it, so is it so bad? No, I don't think so. Number 2, Evil Dead 2, which gave me about 2 weeks of sporadic nightmares and crippling anxiety. Evil Dead 2 is wacky and it's cartoonish, but it is super gory, which is why it's so high up on this list. Evil Dead 2 is kind of just a remake of Evil Dead 1, but with a higher budget. We follow our lovely main character, Ash, as he goes back to the cabin that killed all of his friends, because why wouldn't you go back there, you idiot? By the way, this cabin is overrun by the undead and evil demons. This movie gave me 2 weeks of crippling anxiety and a few nightmares, but it's cartoonish and it makes up for how scary demons are. Number 1 is Cabin in the Woods, 3 nightmares, but they were all really cinematic, so is it worth it? I think so. Cabin in the Woods is about 5 friends who go to a cabin in the woods for a fun party time. What bad could happen? Everything. Stop going to cabins in the woods, please. Cabin in the Woods is number 1 for a few reasons. Firstly, it's fantastic. Secondly, it's really meta and really funny and very self-aware, and I love that. Spoiling this movie in any fashion would be the ultimate internet taboo, so I won't do that, but I will say nothing is real and everything that you love is fake, and don't trust anything and don't go anywhere. Just stay with your parents. They love you. Even parents kill sometimes. Nothing is sacred. Goddamn. Well, there you have it, a movie for us, the fragile horror fans. And if you get nightmares from any of these movies, feel free to spam me with those videos that start off really pleasant and then turn into the Exorcist face. I'll hate it, but at least you'll get your revenge on me. I'm sorry.